So I'm gonna keep this one short. This is video reflection for July the 2nd. It's already July, right? Alright, so I got 17 days left until I go off to Laos. I've fixed most problems, okay? So I know, firstly, that the activated carbon filter works. It definitely does. It's great. I know it works. Because I tested it with methylene blue, which is this, it's, how would you phrase it? Yeah, it's just, it's watercolor. So you add it to water and it gives it color. So you can test if activated carbon works or not if you put methylene blue inside of water. If you mix it up and then you put that mixture into an activated carbon filter, and if it comes out clear without any of that blue color, then you know that the activated carbon filter is doing its job. The problem is, it does its job great, but it also does its job a bit too well, because some of the activated carbon particles, like the really small ones, they tend to end up coming out of the other end of the cloth or fabric or whatever we have in place. So let's say we put this on the end of the activated carbon filter. So the filtrated water would come out of here, right? Now that's great, but we only want the filtrated water and none of the activated carbon particles themselves, because drinking those carbon charcoal particles would be hazardous. So we put some kind of cloth. I mean, obviously this is just too thin and the pore sizes are too large, but we used polypropylene cotton filters, which is I believe what the market uses. And then I'm also trying out a membrane. So I definitely know that the membrane filter works, but it's just, I don't know for sure, but it's just excruciatingly slow. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it's because of the water pressure, but that last part, the part that stops the activated carbon particles, that is not in there for filtration. So I don't want it there. I don't want the water to spend time being, just filtering out activated carbon particles when the water itself is already as clean as it should be. So that's a bit annoying, but I think it's a problem that's going to be solvable through a bit of Googling and research. So fingers crossed. I also started work on my integrated project Casa de Gia. So I'm gonna make a tent, right, to show off. And problem is, the sewing machine is, I found it, but I didn't find it at the time, so I couldn't sew anything. Mostly just laying out the fabric and seeing which part is long enough and which part is short enough, stuff like that. Oh, and while I worked today, I listened to an audiobook of Mice and Men. The book's name is Of Mice and Men, and it's by John something Steinbeck. I don't know if it's John Steinbeck or whatever Steinbeck, but it's by some Steinbeck guy. And the novel itself is very painful. There are a couple of books and movies and songs that fall under the category of emotional damage. John Steinbeck, I don't know if it's John Steinbeck, but I'm going to say John Steinbeck. If I'm wrong, I'm going to correct myself tomorrow. But John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men definitely fall under the category of emotional damage, right up there with I Really Want to Stay at Your House and some other movie that Requiem for a Dream, right? Those three are my top picks, which fall under the category of emotional damage. Oh, plus Cyberpunk Edgerunners. But yeah, the book itself is beautiful and also extremely sad. The situation in the book and the situation the characters go through can only be described as pitiful and unlucky, unfortunate and sad. Really, that's really what it is. But yeah. Anyway, so that was the book I read today. I'm probably gonna write about it in my diary tomorrow during my summer semester English diary writing class. By the way, I've started writing an English diary. It is in here. This is my iPad. I'm trying to keep track of everything as best I can, but we're getting there. We're getting consistent, right, with video reflections as well. I also started drafting a letter that I'm gonna send to after they leave the dormitory. That's probably like in December. But I started drafting, and my God, is there a lot of stuff to write about. But anyway, I will also share how that goes to the extent where I can. But yeah, that's basically it for today. Some thoughts I had today were tiredness. It's not a thought, it's closer to a feeling. I feel tired right now. That's what I feel, because I had lacrosse for self-study period, and I've just realized that some of the grip tape that I applied to my lacrosse stick has ripped, and that is rather absolutely annoying. Darn it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you guys.